Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all colleagues in the logistics world. Welcome to the newest episode of the Strategic Logistics Insight podcast series. I hope you're in good health and well-being, and also I hope you enjoyed the previous episodes and found them beneficial. So, if everything goes well with you and ready to listen a new podcast, let me lead you to the world of strategic logistics management. I would like to start the current episode with a quotation from Thomas Edison, one of the top genius scientists in the world. He yielded that vision without application is a hallucination. So, let's talk about how can we realize the logistics strategies in the real-life operations of the logistics firms. As it's clearly obvious from this introduction, in this episode, I'm going to summarize the chapter number 9 of the Strategic Logistics Management textbook, which is entitled Application of Logistics Strategy. Dear audience, today, business organizations are looking to improve their business processes in order to maximize the competitive advantage needed in the market. Logistics, which is one of the critical elements of competitive advantage, has shown a significant development in terms of its thought and practices since the beginning of the 1990s. At the end of this development, logistics has become a strategic element that enables the formation of business strategy rather than an ordinary function of business strategies, especially in international companies. Basic information about logistics strategies has been discussed in the previous section. In this part of the book, it was discussed in detail how the lean and agile logistics strategies described in the previous section can be put into practice. In this context, it's explained how to implement the logistics strategy hierarchically, downwards from the business strategy of a company in the supply chain of any product. As it's known, cost advantage and uniqueness in the eyes of the customer are considered as sources of competitive advantage to form the basis of business level strategies. These two sources of competitive strategy enable the design and implementation of cost leadership and differentiation strategies. The reflection of these two strategies on the functional level in the context of logistics is also based on these two sources. These are cost advantage and responsiveness in regard of time, flexibility, and differentiation in services. The strategic applications of these two strategic resources at the functional level lead to lean logistics strategies based on cost advantage and agile logistics strategies based on responsiveness. In business management, and especially when we focus on production, which is a starting point of the concept, the main purpose of lean thinking is to deliver the customer-oriented value to the final customer quickly, starting from the first raw material, by flowing uninterruptedly throughout the value creation process explained by the chain metaphor. In order to achieve this, it's necessary to look at the entire value or supply chain from a holistic perspective, to eliminate waste and to direct all activities to create excellent value for the customer. To this end, lean thinking focuses on a continuous cycle of pursuit of excellence by maximizing product value and eliminating waste at the same time. This process ensures that customers don't have to pay for corporate waste and lack of efficiency. In this context, lean logistics strategies and related applications are an excellent option for the companies that want to reduce cost and increase performance while keeping quality at the same level of one of the main strategic choices in the search of competitive advantage. Because a proven way to reduce time, cost, and inventory by showing developments in the desired direction is lean logistics and its applications. Lean logistics primarily creates positive customer experiences by increasing efficiency and creates value for all parties. By combining lean logistics principles or partnering with a logistics service provider operating on the basis of lean logistics principles, is contribute to the growth of the business by minimizing supply chain risks and expanding operating profits. However, the lean strategy may not be able to respond quickly to the high volatility in the market. For this reason, agile strategies that target rapid responsiveness can be implemented. Agility, which is replacing old working habits by being pursued as moving away from the traditional approach and being innovative in the world of business, reacts effectively and quickly to changing markets with specially designed products and services, covering corporate structures, information systems, logistics processes, and especially mindsets in order to survive and develop in a constantly and unpredictable, changing and competitive environment. It's defined as a corporate capability, as it's well known. In order to survive and thrive in turbulent situations and crises, an organization must have the ability to recognize and understand its changing environment and react appropriately to unforeseen changes. Therefore, organizational agility, which emerges as a dynamic, context-specific, aggressively embracing change and growth-oriented system, is defined as a way to manage these unforeseen changes and risks faced by firms and as an important competitive imperative. Agility in logistics, on the other hand, means being able to respond quickly and with high quality by predicting and accurately perceiving changing customer demands and expectations within a supply chain and easily adapting to demand changes. It also reduces the time spent in information flow and operational processes. Dear audience, in the 9th chapter of the book, the summary of which I present to you, the strategic and operational areas where logistics strategies are applied within the enterprise are also mentioned, and 7S model is taken as a basis in the implementation and adaptation of strategies at the functional level in the context of the logistics field. At this point, structure, system, style, staff, strategy, skills, and shared vision should be considered in the context of the selected logistics strategy, and necessary adaptations should be made if necessary. Therefore, in order for the business strategy to be implemented in the context of the logistics function, it is necessary to harmonize in the fields of facility, inventory, transportation, information, and customer segmentation in accordance with the competitive goals of logistics. In the context of logistics organization structure, logistics network design, logistics process design, and finally, logistics information system design. In addition, it should not be overlooked that the skills and characteristics of both managers and employees are suitable for the chosen strategy, which will affect the success of the strategy. Dear audience, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for now. To learn more, you can apply to my strategic logistics management book, or you can follow my podcast series by subscribing to my channels on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you for joining me on this special journey towards the land of strategic logistics management. The new episode of the podcast series will be available soon. I hope to be with you in the next episode. Since then, goodbye. Bye.